Welcome back to the Sports Rant, everybody. Today we're going to be covering the thing that is the NBA lottery draft results. The nonsense that is.
Bullshit.
We're going to be covering the NBA playoffs. We're also going to be covering the New York Jets. All right, for you guys,
Gang Green,
Jets fans,
cut the limb off.
They cut it off. Of course, we have our heroes and zeros. Let's get to it.
Hit that intro. All right. You know the drill as always, Dave. Welcome back. So
right to it. The NBA lottery.
And it is exactly what it's called, lottery. Anyone that plays numbers, pick 3, pick 4, you know you either asked out most of the time or you're getting it 1% of the time.
Or you're getting very lucky.
Mad lucky.
Or
some straight up
BS
bullshit. Okay? I was watching that shit live. First of all, can I say, Mark Tatum, he has the oddest fucking smile I have ever seen. And it seemed like his smile just got a little bit too wide when announcing who fell to number 3. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
Everybody who was watching this year knew that everyone was, what was the slogan? Trying for Zion. Okay?
For Zion.
Which, all due respect, Zion probably is going to be the next premier player if he keeps developing the way he developed in this last year in Duke. Okay?
Right.
I've seen it. He's seen it. Anyone who's been watching basketball has seen this kid grow.
We've been
okay?
saying it on the rant for months
Everybody's
now.
saying he was a dunker. Nah. He's a shooter. He's taking his baby steps, but he's developing, and it's called, what's that called again? Technique. He's developing his technique.
Much to my surprise. I thought he was going to be just a dunker.
Most people
clearly
did.
is not. He surprised the hell out of me that first game, and it just continued to get better and better as the year went on.
Yes, he did.
So of course, number 1 was the most coveted pick this year. It was because who's coming out next year that looks like him.
Yeah,
nobody that I know of. So of course, this year was a real big year for that. And the way the lottery is set up now, you have the 3 teams with the worst record all have the same percentage chance of getting that number 1 pick.
14%.
Right. Do you know who had the worst record this year?
Who could that possibly be? Let me guess. Do they wear orange and blue?
They do. Do they play in the mecca of basketball?
They do.
Have they not had a number 1 pick since 1985?
They have not.
And do they have one this year? They do not. Fuck you, NBA. All right, it's rigged. It's rigged.
You gotta say it is. You gotta say it is. All right, fine. There's ping pong balls in a fucking lotto machine. You got people overseeing this, but this smells of straight bullshit. First of all, you're gonna pick this year of all years, knowing this kid was coming out to change the format of the lottery. Prior to this year, worst record had a 25% chance to get the number 1 overall pick. Okay? That's a huge drop off, 25 to 14%. Furthermore, if you were watching, because I'd be damned, you got to get someone that's way smarter than me in math to tell me how the fuck the Lakers worked themselves up to the top 4, all right, to be in that conversation. Both the Lakers, the Pelicans had better records than New York, Phoenix, and who was the third team?
Memphis.
Cleveland. Cleveland was
Cleveland had the 5 spot.
Had the 5?
Yeah,
Memphis. You're right. Memphis. How do the Lakers work up to number 4?
I'll tell you how. Because they're scared that the people will stop coming to the stadium at these nonsense markets, and they have to drum up some kind of drama. And Zion is the drama.
Well,
and Ja Morant is the drama.
Yeah, well, guess what?
They are the premier players that people want to see and people want to come and pay their money to see. So that's why they get the pick.
The NBA just assured that East Coast, outside of Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston, the ratings are going to be continuously way the fuck down, okay? They already dropped down this year because LBJ went to the Lakers, okay? I don't know about you, and I don't care whether it's age or whatever. I ain't staying up to fucking 10:30 to see a tip-off out west. Not in the regular season, maybe sometimes in the playoffs, definitely in the finals. But what? No, just to see LeBron when he used to be in the East Coast. When players like this used to dominate the East Coast, you had balance, okay? You watched. And all the talent seems to be going out west. Whose fault that is, I'm not even going to get into that right now. But you had a premier chance to put the future of the NBA in the East, and you decided to fuck them.
Yeah, and we deserved it. We deserved it. Do you know how long I've been watching bad Knicks basketball?
Wow.
It was unwatchable this season. This being said, who do you think is going at number 3?
Number 3, you're going to get RJ Barrett,
right?
You're going to get RJ Barrett.
Now, RJ Barrett is what? A point guard, correct?
He's a point guard, but I believe he could also play the forward.
But are we gonna put Dennis Smith Jr. as the 2?
That depends on who the Knicks are going to be able to lure in free agency, if anyone. What? Because losing out on Zion, I mean, your chances now at landing KD, Kyrie, I don't give a fuck what they say. Until the fucking signature is on the contract, they ain't here.
Well, there's a guy who had the same name as you who was saying the Knicks were going to get the number 1 pick from earlier this year, when the season first started. Who might that person be?
Who? Wait.
Who's also said they won't get KD or Kyrie Irving? Who?
Both.
Who? Prepare for another 20 years of nonsense. The Knicks won't be good again until my son is playing for them.
We better start teaching.
You heard it here first. Knock on wood.
Oh, by the way, you want that to happen?
Yeah.
He needs to go full free agent.
What you mean?
Meaning high school. Go right into their farm system.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. That's fine. Going to the G League, buddy.
That's it.
That's cool. That's cool. So who are you guys getting?
Well, y'all know I'm a fan of Bulls, okay? And we fell to number 7. Suck a dick in the NBA. Anyway, if he's there, I like the cat from North Carolina, Kobe Parker.
With the hair?
With the hair.
Okay.
I like him.
He's nice.
He's nice.
He's nice. You guys need a point guard?
That depends on what they're planning to do with Dunn. I don't think they're fully sold on Chris Dunn. So if they get Kobe, he gonna slide right in there, no problem.
Okay. Cool. All
right, we'll wait and see.
I like that guy. I don't think he's NBA ready yet, but you know what? Why sit in college and not get paid when you can get paid and work on your game against the best in the world?
I'm all for that.
So you said the Zion, does New Orleans getting him factor anything into AD's decision to leave?
I think it makes him stay.
Really?
I think it makes him stay. If for no other reason, if you're the Pelicans now, you're trying to sell tickets. Why would you trade AD now? You want to make him stay as well. All the drama that happened this last season, fine. Let him team up with Zion. See who else you can get in free agency to come to the Pelicans. Team up with these 2 cats and make what you can of it this season. Don't trade him anywhere and get bullshit pieces. If you're going to trade him, the only team, in my opinion, that you could trade him to and get decent assets that you know are going to help your team win immediately is the Boston Celtics. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, the Lakers package of Kuzma, Ball, Ingram, however you want to throw that together, they ain't ready.
Genie buses, dry box.
Okay.
Who cares? Nobody wants that.
So if they're smart, they're going to hold on to him.
Okay.
And they're going to convince him to stay.
I think the bad blood is too deep between these two franchises, between him and the franchise. his whole ass T-shirt. That's all, folks. At the end of the season,
that was a bitch move.
I think that sealed the deal. Unibrow was going somewhere else. And you know what? To be honest with you, I really can't blame them for sending him somewhere else. His whole exit tactic was silly. It was childish.
Very childish.
It was very hoe-assish and millennialish, which we both know we can't stand.
No.
And you got this young guy coming in here who, for all accounts, right? I thought he was some fucking knucklehead, but when he came back to play in the ACC tournament, he sealed the deal for me.
He did.
You don't want to poison him with the nonsense early.
Yeah.
So I think it's best to get rid of him, and I don't think he wants to stay.
I can see your point there. I can respect that. Now, who would you trade him to if you're New Orleans?
I would trade him to the New York Knickerbockers.
Okay. So if you could,
right.
What package are you sending where you're essentially not gutting the team?
I would take the third pick overall, and I would send what's his name, Knox and Frank Ntilikina. I'm so trying to get him out of here.
I know
whoever you want, you take Frank Ntilikina too, okay? And you take that third pick, and somebody was saying Dennis Smith Jr. and Knox.
Nah.
You only get one or the other.
Nah.
You get one or the other, and the pick, and you get. You know what? Look, I'm not giving you the pick. You got number one pick. Eat number one dick. All right. Fuck you. I'm not giving you the pick. You take two of our players and we get AD.
I'm gonna tell you something. If that trade were to work, you're gonna have to give the pick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to give it, and possibly next year's pick.
Well, then, yeah, I'm not doing that. Because we probably gonna have a lottery pick again next year. So I'm not doing that.
That depends on who you get in free agency. If you manage to,
I've already told you that's not happening. So.
On the slimmest chance.
And if it does, Kevin Durant is gonna break his ACL, MCL, PCL, and RCL.
Let's do this
within week 2.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna load up the Knicks right now. Okay, we're gonna trade everybody just to get Zion. Trade everybody to get the number one pick,
like the Stevie Francis shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Send everybody on the Knicks right now. Get that number one pick. You gutted the fucking team, right? So now you got Zion. You bring in KD. You bring in Kyrie.
Nah.
You put Mr. Torn Quadricep recovering off the Achilles, Boogie in the middle. You're gonna have a grand old time with that.
We're gonna skip on to this motherfucker said Boogie. Boogie!
Just to see you boil.
Oh my God, son. Jesus Christ, Dave.
You'll be up here like Stephen A. was on Twitter the other day.
I feel him. I felt him, son. I wanted to cry with him. I don't really like Stephen A. Smith, but he was speaking nothing but facts.
Yes.
You saw the one with him and Fat Joe?
Yes.
Did you hear Stephen A. Smith admit that we might not get KD now?
Yep.
After all of that nonsense he was talking? Telling you. Dave Stradamus, baby. I'm telling you.
All right. So that's in the books, all right?
Right.
NBA playoffs round 2 came and went. Now, obviously, anybody who watched last week saw me post up in our comments that we made that recording before Game 6 of Houston and Golden State. Houston got absolutely no fucking excuse. They can't say shit now.
They got to fire
going forward.
They got to fire D'Antoni.
D'Antoni got to go.
They got to fire him. I really like your idea about getting
Thibodeau.
What's his name? Thibodeau, yeah.
Thibodeau. Okay.
I really like your idea about that.
They should give him a call. They still wouldn't have the players to run the kind of defense that Tibbs wants to run. Problem is Tibbs doesn't like scoring too much though. That's what got him ousted from Chicago. However, Houston, your days are over. This was your best chance to get past Golden State and possibly to the finals. You fucked up.
You dropped the ball. But you know what, Dave? You know what? I'm not even sure if this was their best chance, and I'm going to tell you why. I think KD plays isolation ball.
He does.
As you seen a couple of days ago, Golden State is a free ball moving team.
They proven me wrong.
They pass the rock. I'll be honest with you. It's like poetry in motion. It's fun.
It is
to watch the Golden State Warriors play basketball.
As much as I'm tired of seeing them win, I can't disagree with them.
I can't be tired of good basketball. Everybody sharing the shit. People running screens. People getting open. Everybody living. How can I get mad at that?
Can't.
How can I get mad at that?
It's
Playing
good,
the game the right
fundamental
way.
basketball.
Playing the game the right way. I can't get mad at that. So you know, it seemed like KD was addition by subtraction.
Yeah. Him and Boogie.
Well, you know how I feel about Boogie.
All right, because Boogie went down in the first round, and we were like, oh, especially because they had a little trouble getting past. Who was they playing in the first round again? Clippers.
Yes.
Right? They had trouble with the Clippers.
With 6 games with the Clippers. 7 games. They went 7. They went 7 with the Clippers.
All right. So you kind of had that feeling like,
KD
okay, no Boogie. Ball. Yeah. KD had to play hero ball. Now you get to the series with Houston. Now you ain't got KD.
Yep. And they running them out the gym.
Hey, man.
They running them out the gym.
They reminded everybody that they in fact won a title before KD got there. Yep. And they reminded everybody how. So I tip my hat
by playing basketball the way it's supposed to be played. Okay. I can't get mad at it. It's like I can't get mad at the Spurs.
And Curry is reminding everybody why he's the best shooter in the league right now.
Somebody got to start talking about his wife. Somebody got to start talking about his wife. You got to play dirty tactics. Be like, yo, your wife was in my DMs.
You heard his brother trying to jinx him?
No, what you do?
He tried to talk shit to him, Joel. He's taking his free throws the other night.
Oh, really?
And didn't work. He was 11 for 11 from the line.
Yeah, I guess it might be one of them focus dudes. But you don't even. I don't get that vibe from him. But no. I guess I may be wrong.
But so second round. Let's get second round. So we did Houston Golden State.
Right.
We got the other games. We had the 7-game series with Denver and Portland. That was a classic.
That was great.
CJ McCollum became played hero ball
for the last 2
in Game 7.
Yeah,
okay?
the last 2 games.
Last 2, but Game 7 drew up 37 points.
Yeah, man, he was going ham, son.
He was on fire, so much so that Dame went, give him the rock. He got at the hot hand. Yeah. Okay?
And now Dame has disappeared.
Dame has disappeared, and basically the entire team has disappeared. Yeah,
I know
defensively.
I know Dame is like a lot of people's favorite guy or whatever, but I'm not a huge basketball guy, but I've been watching the playoffs this year, and it seems like he disappears. He's like Lowry.
Yeah, he has his stretches where he does go, and you wonder where the fuck is to get the All-Star that we've been watching all year. Yeah. Same thing with Lowry, but we'll get into the East Coast in a second. So I think that was a great series. You can't hate. Jamal Murray did his thing. Jokic did his thing.
Jamal Murray, you were talking about him a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. All right, Jamal Murray.
He showed me something.
He did. He really did. Mashburn did his thing. Long time in the league. You got to say that Denver's going to be up there for a while if they keep this core together.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Which is going to make things harder for them kids in L.A. But that's a whole other story.
Whole nother sports rant.
Whole nother sports rant. But they're going to be up there in the West Coast.
So now, about the games this week.
Oh, wait. We didn't do round 2 in the East. Milwaukee, well, we covered that last time. Milwaukee dispatched with Boston, no problem. Toronto and Philly, 7 games.
7 games.
It was Kawhi, what it was built to be.
I got to give Brady his props, man. Listen, the more and more, he's making me a believer.
I'll tell you. That was
me a believer.
That was a great high arc shot. Little bit of luck with the 4 bounces to go in for the win. I applaud him because he balled his ass off.
Over Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is like 9 feet tall.
With the reach, yep.
Jesus.
I ain't feeling Embiid crying at the end with all the shit talking he be doing.
I wasn't feeling the Gucci sweater Joel Embiid was wearing at the end of that. Brother.
Woo! But that being said, it was a good series, and Philly is going to be around for a while to keep that core together too. So the East will be slowly but surely asserting themselves in the finals in the next few years.
But it's gonna be like if things don't improve, and they're not gonna improve for the Knicks. But the Nets may have something to say. The Nets may have something to say.
If people stay off the weed. Anyone who's watched the last show knows what we're talking about. Yeah, really.
All right. So this week's games. Well, let me speak on first and foremost about this Toronto and Bucks series. Okay.
Hit it.
Now, your man, the Nigerian beast. I'm not gonna call him the what is it, the Greek freak anymore, because he's not from Greece. He's from Nigeria. So the Nigerian beast, maybe that's racist too. So the Nigerian, whatever. I'll make something up for next show. The Nigerian guy, Adetokounmpo, he had a quiet 26.
Yes.
Quiet. You didn't really. But his teammates, everybody contributed.
Brooke.
You had 5 guys with double digits. The starting 5, only one person played more than 35 minutes. That's called team ball. That's how you win.
Yes.
Kawhi played almost the whole game. He was on his LeBron shit. There was one time when he was 4 feet in front of the foul, the foul line, and didn't hit it.
And if Kawhi had individuals that don't disappear down the stretch, they should have won that game.
Yeah, it was just 3. It was 2 on 7.
Yes.
It was him, and say what you want about Lowry in game 1s, but he came to play.
He did.
If he wasn't hitting them threes in the third quarter,
It'd have been over long
It'd have
before
been
that.
over way before that, man. So I have to give him his props. But you can't have all of your team, the starting 5 for Toronto. Nobody played less than 35 minutes. Everybody played 35 to 42 minutes. That's insane.
Which tells you they have no confidence in their
The
bench.
bench, right? But why would they? Why would they?
They shouldn't right now.
Just do Siakam. You were talking about him last week. I like that guy.
He is good.
I like that guy.
He's good. He's
Siakam.
gonna be big. He's gonna be big. I like
saying Siakam too.
So who you taking out of each? I mean, look, it's pretty much a done deal with the West.
Done deal
Golden
with the
State's
West.
up 2-0.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
All right, but how many games you see that going? You see it being a sweep, or you see Portland eking out a win?
See going in. I see it going at 5.
I got you.
I see, and it's like a desperation 5, like elimination game 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be game 4 that they pull it out.
So and in the East, I think Milwaukee got it, man. They just there's too many of them.
Well, we'll see what happens after tonight. Tonight's game 2.
Brook Lopez shooting them from
3-point land
from Curry range,
30+ feet
Jesus.
away. Yes, you gotta wonder, because Brook was on Brooklyn. He's been with LA.
Right.
It was another team before that, wasn't he?
I think so. Something telling me he was.
He's been around. He's traveled.
Yeah, but for no reason. Only reason because he gets hurt sometimes. He gets hurt. He
does. But he's putting in his minutes.
He puts in work.
He's definitely better than Robin. I'll tell you that much.
Stop hating on my man. I like Robert.
He's on my team.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I like Robert Lopez.
He tried to hit from 3-pointers. Nah, you ain't your brother. Yeah, that's Brooks' distance, not you.
Stop it.
All right. Ooh. So basically, we looking at Milwaukee, Golden State.
Right.
Okay.
We got Golden State in 5.
I got Milwaukee in 6.
Woo! What?
Milwaukee with their first title since 1969.
Since Oscar and what's his name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yup.
When he was still
went behind the ears. Yes.
What was his original name?
Oh shit! No, he was Kareem when he was
Kareem.
He was Kareem then. He changed his name in college.
Lou Alcindor, right? That was his name.
So, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I like Milwaukee's chances. I like him.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know. Yeah, all right.
We gotta get there.
Let's get there first.
Let's get through the conference finals and enjoy it while we can.
All right.
So
now we're gonna get to these fuckboys, the green and white.
I didn't think we'd
the other New York team.
I didn't think we'd have to talk about any football at this time of year. There's no. outside of OTAs, spring training campaign started, free agency, the draft is over,
and the Redskins being the number 1 pick for Hard Knocks. Oh,
you
I'm
went
done.
to-
I'm done.
you
Wait.
went to- Fill it up, man. I'll give you that. And then the bomb dropped the other day that the Jets fired their general manager, Mike McCagnon. Now, Mike McCagnon is a fuckboy. He's a bad fucking GM. I'm surprised he lasted this long. Okay? He's had some of the worst picks next to Jerry Reese, formerly of the GM of the Giants.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so. However, if he's that bad, why would you choose to fire him after the draft and after free agency?
You spend all that money.
Spent like what, $194 million?
But they had it to spend. They had to spend
They
it.
had to spend
They had
it.
to
But
spend it.
here's the problem. You hire Adam Gase to be your head coach. And apparently, although no one's going to have the balls to admit this is what's happening, apparently behind the scenes, Adam Gase has been bitching and whining and moaning like the little fuckboy he is. Okay? That he wasn't thrilled with the money they gave Le'Veon Bell and C.J. Mosley.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Look, get on. Finish your sentence, and then I'm gonna go back into that. Go ahead.
When it comes to trying to secure your spot in New York, they had no choice but to make these moves. If they could have, they probably would have gotten AB instead of letting him go to the Raiders. But they got Le'Veon. They got CJ. CJ is a hard-hitting linebacker.
He's a beast.
He is.
He's a beast.
He's going to be a game changer for them defensively.
He's a beast.
And with their defensive coordinator, Greg, Double G,
Williams.
there you go.
Extra G for genius.
You know they're going to be strong defensively. But it's the offensive side of the ball that you're worried about. And in order to protect your still young and quite beat up rookie QB, you needed someone like Le'Veon Bell. It's debatable what you spent on him. But guess what? Adam Gase ain't won shit. So who the fuck is he to argue how much you paid him? My job as the GM is to give you the players to try to do the best job on the field that you can. You tell me another running back that was available on the free agent market that was better than Bell.
I mean, no, there was nobody better than Bell. I mean, that's clear.
And he didn't get nearly the money he was trying to get from Pittsburgh.
Listen, there's a guy in this room named Dave who said he was never going to get that money.
Exactly. So you're going to bitch and moan behind the scenes, and then you're going to have the nerve to have a little press conference of your own back on May 10th. Everything's fine. There's no infighting. Bullshit. You know what you done, Gase? You took confidence away in yourself. Because now your players ain't going to trust you. Because all they know is all you're going to do is run around and talk behind their fucking back.
Yeah, you make a bad president, man. People need to trust their leader.
And
people make
and
whatever.
They made him intern GM.
Intern GM.
How the fuck? What has he done to earn intern GM?
I mean, but they're gonna hire somebody pretty quickly. You know, all of the wheelings and dealings is over, except for the Darren Lee thing. You know,
Yeah. That's the first move.
All of the wheeling and dealings is done. But he needed to go. He needed to go.
I'm about to say, he was.
He was liking the ass for a 3-4 linebacker. You know,
again,
and
more proof that McCagnon was not a GM. But This was absolutely the wrong time to do it. You should have done it well before the draft and well before free agency.
Right. Well, I didn't know this guy McCann was, the GM since 2015. What I will, I'm gonna give him some props. All right. Okay. 2015, the Jets have drafted 34 players. 19 of them were still on the roster as of last year.
Hold on. What was their record last year?
I don't know, but it was a bad record. They drafted
It was
third.
worse than the Giants.
Yeah.
And the Giants sucked.
Yeah, they drafted third. So, I mean, but at that point, you know, the coach who McKinnon hired was basically dead in the water.
Yep.
They had a rookie QB. They had no. Name me a jet wide receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know. So I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any Jets linemen, but they had a bad team. They had a pretty good defense and a horrible offense. You know, they had a rookie quarterback coming in who had played linebacker in high school just 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So,
which, mind you, if you remember, we never said this on camera, or we may have. I don't know. The Hennessy's kicking in at this point. You heard me tell you that they never should have started this kid. You paid $10 million to fucking McCown to sit for the entire year. Damn, I wish I could have changed my last name to McCown last year. I'd be living like a fat cat because I would have made that $10 million stretch.
$10 million just sitting there doing nothing.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna say that you had a pretty good a percentage of people that have still on the team that you drafted.
But how many of them are actually good?
Let's get into that.
Okay.
Give me my little stats up here.
I'm feeling a few of his picks. Okay.
Like
defensive end Leonard Williams. Okay.
Right.
Jamal Adams.
Beast.
Huge. Marcus May. Another big time guy.
Nice guy.
Okay. These are the guys that are going to show up their defense for the next few years.
Quentin Williams.
Woo! Quentin Williams was this year.
I'll give him Quentin.
Okay. I'll give him Jordan Jenkins. 3rd round in 2016.
Christian Hackenberg.
Hackenberg. I know you smoking some crack right now. Hackenberg is one of the reasons he's gone. Okay? First of all,
that'll be the main reason.
First of all, the man drafted 2 quarterbacks 2 consecutive years to be the future of the franchise.
Bryce Petty.
Bryce Petty in the 4th round, and then Hackenberg the following year in the 2nd round, was it?
Yes.
All right.
Hackenberg was the 2nd round.
Hackenberg is so bad. He got kicked out of the AAF. That's a league that's no longer in existence.
Not kicked out. He got benched.
Well, they all got kicked out.
Yeah, they all got kicked out.
Protect me.
He got
benched. He got benched for Johnny Football. Okay.
For Johnny fucking Football.
Okay. It was you have to be bad where you couldn't even make it in what's supposed to be the development league. Are you shitting me? This is who you spent the 2nd round picking? This is who the future of the franchise is supposed to be? Come on. You couldn't have written this any other way. His job was on the line, but it should have been on the line before the draft and free agency ever took place.
Exactly.
And I'm going to get into Chris Johnson's ass a little later on. But right now, Mike McCannon's gone. That chapter's done. But Adam Gase is coming off like a little fucking bitch. And his players, they're going to be in a little situation here because they ain't going to know if they trust their coach. And that's the one thing you have to be able to do in the NFL. You have to you have to be able to trust that your coach knows what he's doing.
Well, a lot of people were asking why he got fired. Well, let's break down the ways. Idzik, the guy he replaced.
Yeah.
Okay. They said he was the worst GM ever to come out of the Jets
Horrible.
camp. He went 8-8 the first stint, his first year. Mm-hmm. And then he went 4-12 at the second year. McCannon had 4 seasons, and he went 10-6, 5-11, 5-11, and 4-12. You got to get the fuck up out of here with that nonsense. You got departed draft picks, all right? You only had 11 of the 22 players you done picked in the last 2 years. You know, like I said, he had 19 out of 34, but they only count in the past 3 years.
Right.
But, you know, whatever the case may be. I still don't think that's a big deal. I mean, draft picks, it's like a lottery. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots only have 22% of the people that they drafted since 2015 on their team now, and they just won a championship. So you can't really get too mad at that. All right. He had a couple of exile draft picks, which is Hackenberg and all that. You know. You know, he couldn't beat the Patriots. He beat the Patriots one time in 8. You know, actually, that's the competition, and you have to beat them. You draft to beat the Patriots. Those are the champions. If you're a GM, the first responsibility of any GM is to learn how to beat the teams in your division. Then,
but it's also the opportunities he had to trade for other players. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't trade. You settled for fucking Mr. Beard, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan Fitzpatrick. They had on their team when they went 10-6. Okay. Then you had that entire offseason where they were bitching and moaning. Okay, do we give him 2 years or what? He was asking for like $16 million a year. They wound up giving him $12 million. Okay.
It sucked.
And sucked big time. Now, regardless of how you feel about him as a player, from a political standpoint, they could have traded for Cap. Okay? You could have gotten Kaepernick.
Cap or who? Cap who?
Colin. Colin Kaepernick would have been better with the Jets.
I wish we could stop this. Wait a second.
Hold
Wait
on.
a second. No, don't stop.
You don't want me to stop that?
Don't stop that.
Okay.
Don't stop that. I'm saying we need to stop this Colin Kaepernick stuff. And let me tell you something. Let me first say this, all right? Colin Kaepernick should be playing in the NFL. Yes. Colin Kaepernick is better than, I'm assuming, at least 2 starting quarterbacks, and I'm assuming about 93% of the backup quarterbacks in the league.
Absolutely.
Colin Kaepernick isn't good enough to cause the distraction that's going to come with him being on your team. Plain and simple. That's why he's not on your team. That's the sports reason.
Right.
The real reason is because the league is racist and Colin Kaepernick stands up for people of color. Clearly. But he's not going to be on anybody's team. We need to just stop saying they needed to do this, they needed to do that. Of course, Colin Kaepernick needs to play, but we all know Colin Kaepernick is not going to play.
No, he's not going to play. But remember, I'm talking about, this is before he was played his final season in San Francisco. San Francisco was taking a nosedive as far as talent.
But he was still kneeling.
He was still kneeling,
That's it.
okay?
That's the end of the story. This guy, Woody Johnson is Trump. It's like Trump's best friend.
Okay, I get all that. I get all that. Who knows what would have happened? But if you had traded for him prior to the season, he's in New York. Maybe it's a different story. We'll never know because it never happened. My point being is you at least had a better option than Fitzpatrick out there, and they didn't take a shot at it.
I don't know if Colin Kaepernick's a better option than Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'll be very honest with you.
I'm saying he is.
Okay.
Fitzpatrick couldn't beat the Buffalo Bills in the final game of the season, the year that they went 10-6, with an opportunity to go to the playoffs.
Colin Kaepernick threw 7 yards in a game.
Who did he have on his team?
7 yards. The fuck difference does that make? He could have me on his team. 7 yards he threw.
Okay. Granted.
And that was 5 years ago.
The same year that the Jets went 10-6.
He hasn't played football. Okay, fine. Okay.
So, look, we can go all around on this one, okay? We don't have to agree. But they have never made the moves necessary to put them over the top to try to beat New England.
Yeah, and that's why he's gone.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. This is Patriot woes.
Yes.
Patriot woes. You only beat them one time.
You know?
And that was luck.
Big time. And selection of head coach. Look, I was
don't
all
think Todd
for.
Bowles was the
I was
I don't
all
think he was
for.
a bad deal. I
No,
think he was
I
a
was
good,
all
good
for
coach.
Todd Bowles, okay? But what did they do?
They stripped him of the powers, huh?
When
you strip the head coach of the power,
they strip him power, and then
you cut his balls off. You make him into a unsullied. Okay?
Little Game of Thrones for those of you who
Little
watch.
GOT for y'all.
Okay.
Fuck y'all that don't know what we talking about. Eat a dick and go watch the show.
Yes. One more episode to go. By the way, Daenerys is the Mad Queen.
I think it's a great season.
It is. It is. For a short season, it's a great season.
I think it's a great season.
But that's another rant.
It's neither here nor there.
This is the sports rant.
Okay.
All right. So where was I? Okay. So with the Jets, you went 10-6 first year with Todd Bowles. Then you basically stripped them of power, and you did not add to the team. You did not try to make the team better. Mm-hmm. You actually made it worse. You made it worse by not knowing who the starting quarterback was going to be with the whole Fitzpatrick drama during the offseason. And then you didn't have the players. You didn't take a step up with players. Not in the draft, not through free agency. You gave him no one.
Yeah. This draft was actually okay.
It's probably the best draft they've had in a while.
It's the best draft they've had, but the past draft, I was looking at them, they're pretty horrible, man.
They are.
But Jamal Adams, you know, he's a beast, but you can't get props for draft for one guy being nice out of how many people in the Jamal Adams draft? 9. 1 out of 9 people who's ridiculous.
That's
everybody else.
McCagnon was very Jerry Reese-esque. Jerry Reese was a horrible GM.
Jerry Reese was our GM. We all won the Super Bowls.
Yes. How many players were on the fucking second Super Bowl team in his tenure that were on the first?
I don't know. Was it a lot? None, right? Or a couple?
Tuck.
Eli. Yeah. Which means he drafted good players.
And if it wasn't for the fact that he re-signed in the offseason, Brandon, the running back.
Brandon Jacobs.
Thank you.
I hate Brandon Jacobs. But
okay. Which he couldn't do shit at that time.
Yeah, but y'all still won.
Okay.
With the guys that he drafted. He just, after that Super Bowl, he was horrible.
But he kept ignoring the offensive line. It kept getting worse. The running game was getting worse every year. And then it just fell apart until what it is now.
But y'all didn't draft good running backs either. Now y'all got a good running back.
Now we got a good running back.
Who wears booty shorts at the Met Gala. Congratulations. I got into it.
Millennial.
No. How you doing, Say? Ooh.
All right, so that's our bit on the Jets. Now,
heroes
and zeros. You up first.
All right. My hero for the day. Now, I know you're going to come at me. They're going to get at me, and that's fine. That's fine. I can take it. All right. My hero's Kawhi Leonard, man. Old braid hair. Old braid hair is turning me into a braid hair fan, son. Once you get rid of them braids, I'll probably be one of the biggest Kawhi Leonard fans in the world, son. He's a soldier. He's a soldier. I give it to him, man. I give it to him. He scores from anywhere. He plays for fucking 42 minutes. He was on the bench for like 30 seconds at a time. Like, yo, he comes to play.
He does.
And if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't even be in this situation.
Nope. We'd be watching Milwaukee and Philly.
Clearly. Because he was the one that actually did something. Everybody else was bullshitting and lollygagging and all this other nonsense, and he pushed the needle. So I gotta give Kawhi Leonard my hero for the day. Mm-hmm. Even though his uncle was, in the back celebrating with the owner and shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. My hero this week is Mr. Shaq Fu himself, Shaquille O'Neal. For those of y'all who may not know, a couple weeks back, a report came out of Atlanta of a young man and his mother who are on hard times. The son, who is 13 years old,
6'2",
and there's already 6'2".
6'2".
Okay? Zach Keith is 6'2" at 13. You know he's playing basketball.
Hold on, wait a second. What is his name?
Zach Keith.
Keith is the last name.
Okay.
I thought you combined those into one first name.
No. His name is Zach Keith.
Gotcha.
Okay? At age 13, he wears a size 18. Okay?
Jesus.
Which means he's never going to have a problem finding a date, too. That being said, his family fell on hard times, and because the size of his shoe requires it to be made custom made, same as Shaq's situation when he was a younger kid, it's kind of hard to find that. I mean, as someone who wears a 13 quadruple E, it's fucking hard to find that shoe. Okay,
it's almost impossible. You find Nikes your size?
No. I gotta get New Balances.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Balances that's the only thing. Or Saucony's.
Yeah.
Saucony got some fly shit.
They do.
Don't they?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so they posted something on Instagram asking for help. Okay. The local media outlet in Atlanta caught the Instagram post and ran it, and guess what? Shaq got a hold of it. Shaq not only supplied this young man with multiple pairs of custom size to fit shoes from the very same outlet store that he went to when he was a kid, when someone did it for him, and that's why I'm applauding. He's paying it forward.
Yeah. Oh, the guy gave him free shoes.
He gave him free shoes.
Free shoes.
Okay. And Shaq gave the young man his number.
His personal shit.
Okay? Yo, Shaq, I applaud you because you keeping it real. You're not forgetting where you came from, your start.
Good job,
as someone
man.
once did this for you, now you're passing it on. I applaud you, sir. Awesome job.
And you know, he says he doesn't even shop any other shoe store other than that shoe store that did him. So, you know what? Kudos to you, Shaq.
It makes me want to go down there and find out what they can do for me.
I rock with you. Are you shooting jumpers in the gym?
No, but I need something that's comfortable because these are some fucking big ass feet I got.
Yeah. I too wear 13. My feet are wide. I have flat footed. Shoes aren't comfortable. That's why I wear these fucking crazy 8s everywhere I go because they're comfortable as shit. Yo, fucking crazy 8 Kobe's.
Oh man.
All right, so zeros.
0 time.
I have 2 zeros.
Woo!
So let me get one of my zeros off, and then you get one, and then I get my other one.
Go right ahead.
All right, my first zero is Tyreek Evans.
Uh-oh.
Fucking idiot. All right, Tyreek is only 29 years old, okay? Tyreek has been disqualified. When the fuck you ever hear that word? He's been disqualified from the NBA for violating the leagues and the player association. Like, his own people don't fuck with him. They're anti-drug program. So he was already on the program and violated that shit. Stay off the weed. Stop sniffing coke.
Dude, I don't get why it's so hard to fucking stay off the weed.
Me either, son. Me either. And you know, you're my zero. So now your career, you're 29. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You can still go to China and ball out for 2 years and then come back at 32, 31 and see what it is. But I don't know, man. I mean, you're a journeyman as it is. Who knows? But you cost yourself a lot of money, man.
Big
and
time.
That was stupid.
Big time.
That was stupid. Unless you become a superstar in China, and like Steph just moved out there. It was the smartest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, Starberry been doing his thing in China. He like a god to them right now.
So that was my first zero.
All right,
you go ahead.
So my zero this week ties back into the Jets, and that is the CEO Chris Johnson. Keep in mind he's only the CEO because his brother's Woody was named the ambassador for the U.S. over in Great Britain or London, or whatever you fucking call it.
I think it was Ireland.
Who cares?
Okay.
It's Woody ain't there. He left his little brother Chris in charge, okay? And Chris fucking up.
Chris is fucking up.
Okay? Chris, you get my zero of the week because of your press conference right after McCagnon was fired. Your answers were fucking asinine, all right? You actually made the following comments. I'm going to read off his comments in no particular order. There's never a good time to make a decision like this. Are you serious? There's never a good time. So by saying that, now's not a good time, which means you shouldn't have fired him. No, the time to fire him was before free agency started. Before you hired Adam Gase.
Especially if you were dissatisfied with the work he had done.
Thank you.
So far.
What we say? 5-11, 5-11, 4-12? And now's when you chose to fire him. But there's no good time to do this. Okay, there's no good time to make a decision like this. This isn't a decision I can make at the end of the season. You had to dive deeper into the organization during the off season, and that's when you realize a change needed to be made. The fuck you been doing the entire time during the season? You ain't been watching the product that you're putting on the field?
He's been smoking weed and sniffing coke off of
God.
Victoria's Secret models. Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. Allegedly.
Then you made a comment. This was not about Adam Gase winning a power struggle. Yes, it was. This was his decision, but stated Gase will be involved in picking the next GM, as you heard me say just a little while ago, how the fuck does Adam Gase, who's had 3 years of head coach experience in Miami,
he said that?
Where he did nothing, how does he have the right to help you make a decision on who the next GM's going to be?
To pick his boss.
The head coach don't pick the GM. The GM picks the head coach.
When do you ever pick your boss? You don't ever pick your boss. What? Did he say that? Are you serious?
Yes.
No, you're not. Stop.
I'm serious.
Stop. You got that from like a fantasy site,
I
right?
didn't say, yeah, there's no fantasy site. Right there.
Oh my God, son.
Okay.
What? Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh, come back from Ireland, Woody? What is wrong with you? What?
Now, I think this is going to be a really attractive job.
Really?
What? I don't think we're gonna find any trouble finding a GM. I think this is an excellent spot.
Really?
Chris Johnson, you had one job this offseason as CEO of the Jets. And that's to make sure that the Jets wrangle the back page of the sports section away from the Giants. Because no matter how bad the Giants have been, it has always been their back page. The same way it is always the Yankees' back page, no matter what the Mets do, good or bad.
Unless they beat the Yankees.
Unless they beat the Yankees, yes, thank you. Unless the Jets beat the Giants in their annual or every 4 years when they meet up.
Right.
That's the only time the Jets earn the back page.
But then you have the Yankee haters who aren't even into the Mets like that. Like C's and Mo.
We're not getting into the Yankees right now. We're getting into the Jets and Giants. The Jets had a grand opportunity to grab the back page for positive reasons this offseason, and you just flushed that all down the fucking toilet. Bravo, Chris Johnson. You are my zero of the week, you fucking asshole.
Idiot. Good job. Good job, buddy. Okay, my second zero of the week is the NBA. The National Basketball Association.
Ooh, the whole association.
The whole association. 2 years ago. See, I didn't want to steal your thunder, but 2 years ago they made this decision for the lottery to change.
Yep.
All right? And of course it happens when the best prospect in the world comes out, which is why I say the Knicks are cursed. This has to be destiny that we suck so bad.
Yes.
Okay? This is not a natural thing. It has to be unnatural. Okay? Spiritual.
We need to get the Bruja in here with the chicken head and whatever.
We need to burn some sage. Something. Okay? Now let me just read to you the little statement. Not the whole statement. Just read to you the good parts. All right? Okay? The NBA lottery system that will reduce the odds so that the teams with the 3 worst records will share the same chance of receiving the number 1 overall draft pick. The NBA draft lottery will ensure that the team with the worst record will receive no worse than the 5th pick. The 3 worst teams will receive all 3 will receive a 14% chance of winning. Okay? That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Okay? Now, we discussed before the Knicks had the last time they had a number 1 draft pick was 1985, right?
Patrick Ewing.
I'm 38 years old, okay? I watched the Knicks play, I believe it was the Spurs, in my prime limo, okay? See, you know.
That was the Rockets.
That was the Rockets.
That was the Rockets.
You know, Bugs, you was there. C's, you were there. We was all sitting there getting tight at the prom watching this bullshit, all right? That was back in 1999, all right?
No. That was the Spurs.
That's what I said at first.
You graduated in 99 or 94?
I graduated in 1989, so I'm 38. 1999, I graduated.
That's right.
That was when the Knicks had the lowest seed to get to the championship game.
That's right. They were the wild card. You're right.
But that was because it was a shortened NBA season.
Yeah, right. You're right.
And we weren't supposed to be in the last spot in the first place. Mm-hmm. All right. So 1999. The last time I saw my Knicks be competitive, all right. Well, with that 1 year of Melo and Amari and Sheed and every all-star who was past his prime. Okay? So since 1985, okay, the Spurs, the fucking ever-winning Spurs, had 2 number 1 picks. You know who they picked?
Hit him.
David Robinson. Okay? Hall of Famer.
The Admiral.
The fucking Admiral. Tim Duncan. One of the best power forwards to ever come into the league. Right?
Yup.
Do you know the 76ers had 3 number 1 picks? The Clippers had 3 number 1 picks. Okay? The Magic had 3 number 1 picks.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Which one's the next Dirk?
I don't know. I don't know who next Dirk is. I don't know who next Dirk is. But I tell you what, we won't have him.
Nope.
The Knicks won't have him. The Cleveland Cavaliers. I just think about how many times do you think they had the number 1 pick since 1985?
Too many.
Since it's all random.
Oh my God.
All random.
I'm gonna say they had it 5.
Woo! You are right on point. You need to go play the lottery today, buddy.
I do.
Fucking 5 motherfucking times. All right?
Which one of them would just happen to be Mr. LeBron?
LeBron James.
Mr.
And Mr. Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie?
The guy we about to pay multitudes of millions for. All right? How many times did the Knicks have it since 1985? 0. I've been watching 20 years of bad Knick basketball. 20 years. I didn't have hair on my pubes when the last time the Knicks was winning.
Wow. You didn't have hair in your pubes?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
You didn't have hair in your pubes?
I'm lying. I hadn't gotten no women pubes on my Johnson since at that point.
That's something we don't need.
We keeping it real, all right? I hadn't had no parts of the pussy, all right? At that point in my life, and guess what? We still don't have the number 1 pick. All of that time.
But do you have hair on your pubes?
I do have hair on my pubes. And I've had some parts of the pussy. Okay?
Well, it's going to be a long time for the Knicks. It's going to be a long time for Chicago. And maybe even a longer time for the Jets. But you know what? As always, we'll keep doing this as long as sports has something to give us fits about. By the way, while we were doing this, something came up on Bleacher Report. I'm not going to go too much into it, but he's kind of another 0 right now. Draymond Green pronounced himself the best defender in NBA history.
It's like he's never seen a basketball game before 2000.
God.
Listen,
you serious, Draymond?
Listen, Blackie. Let me tell you something.
Woo, okay.
Draymond. All right, yeah, you move over. I'll say it. Listen here, Draymond. All right?
Is this shit?
Scottie Pippen is the best defender I've ever seen play basketball. Now, Scottie Pippen was on a team that I hated growing up. I used to pray to the Lord. This is back when I was religious. I used to pray to the Lord that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan caught herpes from each other.
Every Knick fan did.
Hated them motherfuckers. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, best 2 defenders I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was lockdown city with them. With people who were actually good. Who the fuck is Draymond holding right now? Who is he holding?
No one of consequence. He
locked down Porzingis' bitch ass. But, wait a second. I have another hero. Shout out to the Russian Knicks fans that fucked Porzingis up in the club, son. Shout out. Hashtag Knicks tape, baby. Hashtag Knicks tape. Fuck you doing? How you 7'6" and getting your ass whooped? 7'3" and getting fucked up.
Whooping his ass because he wanted out the Knicks.
Son, how you got a bloody nose? How is somebody reaching up there to punch you in your face? What the fuck is going on?
That's a trip and a half.
He's a hoe ass dude.
Big
Get the fuck
time.
out of here, son.
Yo, we gotta get running. As always, he's Dave.
He's Dave.
This
man.
was another Sports Rant.
Rant.
Peace.